all of you all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm gonna try. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
How many times have I said Angel Reese is not an impact player? I mean, she definitely has an impact on losing, but Angel Reese has absolutely no effect.
Candace Parker just lit a fire under Angel Reese's fanbase, and they're not taking it well. The WNBA legend ranked Reese as a C-tier player, sparking instant outrage. But instead of backing off, Parker stood her ground and brought receipts. While fans hype up Reese's double-doubles, Parker pointed out the harsh truth: her team is still losing badly. And once you dig into the numbers behind those flashy stats, it becomes clear. Reese's impact on actual wins? Nearly zero. What Parker exposed isn't just one player. She might have just called out the biggest illusion in WNBA history. If you're riding with Candace, drop a baby giraffe in the comments. Let's go
on winning. If you don't believe me, go ask Teresa Weatherspoon or ask her current head coach Tyler Marsh, who will soon be joining Teresa in the food stamp line, hoping to get enough Ethiopian breadcrumbs to make it through the winter. Or ask Candace Parker.
Picture this: one of the most respected voices in women's basketball drops a ranking that shakes the internet. Candace Parker to 7-time All-Star, 2-time MVP, just placed Angel Reese in the C tier of her player rankings. Not a tier, not even BC tier, right next to an injured Cameron Brink. As if Reese is just another raw, developing prospect, not the superstar her fans swear she is.
I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
Candace Parker didn't hold back when explaining why Angel Reese landed in the C tier. According to Parker, if you want to rank higher, you need to asterisk carry your team asterisk. Be a true no, 1 or no, 2 option. She gave Reese credit for her offensive rebounding hustle, but made one thing crystal clear: Reese is an asterisk role player asterisk, not someone who can lead a team to a championship. While elite names like Aja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and Nafisa Collier filled the S tier, and Caitlin Clark secured a strong spot in a tier, Reese was placed among players still fighting to prove they even belong next.
Aja Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defensive Player of the Years, 2 championships. If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Nafisa Collier, she's up there with top tier with Aja. Just her ability to play on both sides of the ball, pump fake, she's gonna make you choose wrong. I know you guys are gonna say I'm biased because I'm putting all 4s at the S, but the 4s run the league. Don't ever forget that. Breanna Stewart, the versatility, reigning champion from last year. She's got 3 of them things. I don't think there's any debate with
that. Meltdown was immediate and epic. Angel Reese's fans flooded social media, blasting Candace Parker as a hater and questioning her motives. They couldn't believe their beloved double-double queen was ranked below players they saw. The less accomplished. Outrage hit a boiling point, with fans demanding answers for what they viewed as blatant disrespect. But Parker stayed cool under pressure. Appearing on the Good Follow podcast, she addressed the backlash directly. There's no hate on Angel Reese. I love her. I will never attack anybody's character, ever. Parker made it clear her ranking wasn't personal. It was a strictly basketball analysis, focused on impact, leadership, and skill, not personality. She emphasized it came from a place of respect and honest evaluation, not drama asterisk.
This is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's gonna raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she's gotta have a couple more years. So I'll put Kelsey Plum at the A level. 2-time champ, now took on the challenge to be #1 option in LA. I would say KP is definitely in that tier. I would love to put Sabrina Ionescu in that A range. She got that elusive championship. She's one of the best shooters in the WNBA, if not the best shooter in the WNBA.
You know what makes Candace Parker's criticism hit different? Her resume. This isn't some random talking head trying to go viral. Parker is a WNBA legend with championship rings, elite on-court IQ, and the respect of the entire basketball world. When she speaks, people listen. Her recent player tier list made waves for a reason. Parker's a tier placement of Caitlin Clark made it clear. She values players who uplift their team, not just pad their stats. Clark has completely transformed the Fever's offense, and that kind of impact is exactly what Parker means by carrying a team. But then came the drama. Angel Reese's fans, known as the Reese's Pieces, weren't happy with where Parker ranked her. In fact, they were furious. The moment Parker put Reese in a lower tier, the backlash was instant. Oh snap, indeed. They came for her. But here's the thing, basketball analysts quickly came to Parker's defense. They knew what she was talking about. There's a world of difference between collecting stats and actually driving team success, and that's when the real questions started echoing. What does a WNBA icon see or not see in Angel Reese's game that others are missing? Parker wasn't being petty, she was being honest. Her ranking was rooted in pure basketball knowledge, the kind that separates role players from future legends. Meanwhile, Chicago Sky, y'all are down bad. That performance against the Studbuds? Straight up garbage. There's bad, and then there's whatever that was held out to the Studbuds. Courtney Williams, Tisha Eiderman, and Nafessa Collier? Yeah, they stood on business last night. The Minnesota Lynx came to play and left the Chicago Sky in ruins. It wasn't close, it wasn't competitive. It was domination. And then came that moment. Angel Reese committed 9 turnovers in a single game. That's not just a rough night, that's a meltdown. And suddenly, everything insiders had been whispering about all season came into focus. Reese's flaws were no longer hidden behind flashy double-double stats. The Minnesota Lynx exposed them on national display. This isn't Hey Tits film study. Reese was missing layups, grabbing her own rebounds, and padding stats, sure. But when the Sky tried to make her a point forward, disaster struck. She forced risky passes, ignored simple plays, lost composure, 9 turnovers, a plus-minus of -19, and yet, all the talk is, she's got another double-double streak. She's the first WNBA player to record to 10-game double-double streaks. Cool, but let's be real, the Sky were hanging in there early, but once Reese became the decision-maker, the game unraveled. Turnovers started stacking up, not because of elite defense, but because of bad choices. She was throwing no-look poop passes, traveling, and lobbing balls over teammates' heads like it was open gym. At one point, a defender blocked her shot without even jumping. She almost lucked into a triple-double, just needed one more turnover. But here's the bigger picture. Coaches saw that game and said, oh, we've got the blueprint now. Now, teams are running specific sets to force the ball into Reese's hands because they know pressure breaks her. She becomes a turnover machine, and it's working. This wasn't a one-off. That 9-turnover game was just the clearest example of the gap between stats and actual winning basketball. There's a troubling pattern that's defined Angel Reese's rookie season. Sure, she's been racking up double-doubles like clockwork, but at what cost? Game after game, Reese pulls down rebounds, only to give possessions right back with careless turnovers, sloppy passes, and questionable decision-making. The Chicago Sky haven't just been losing, they've been losing winnable games because their so-called franchise cornerstone can't take care of the basketball. Does anyone remember how that party rock anthem goes? Every day I'm shuffling, yeah, except now it's every game I'm fumbling. I know it's construction season out here, but who called in the bulldozer? And when Reese made that pass to K, must have taken notes. Yep, there's our cover athlete. Actually, scratch that, to K? More like 75K. Pay her more to turn it over. Apparently, watching some of those plays had me fiending for a football game. Picked off again. Whoa, slow down. You're going too fast. We've got an order in. One hip check. Coming right up. the most frustrating part. Chicago's coaching staff kept sweeping the problems under the rug. Instead of confronting Reese's issues head-on, they'd point to her double-doubles like they were some kind of magic shield. She's growing, they'd say. Meanwhile, the team kept bleeding losses as opponents targeted Reese, knowing she'd eventually crumble under pressure. That 9-turnover game versus Minnesota wasn't an outlier, it was proof that Reese's stats don't tell the full story. Yeah, 11 points and 11 rebounds look nice on paper, but the Sky still lost by 23 points. You can't pad a box score and expect it to cover up broken possessions and momentum-killing mistakes. And here's the real kicker. The Sky actually win more when Angel Reese plays less. When Reese plays fewer than 30 minutes, Chicago's win percentage jumps dramatically. Why? Because the offense flows better. The team moves the ball, role players find rhythm. It looks like actual basketball, not chaos orbiting around one stat dash chaser. So, here's the question no one wants to ask. What happens if Angel Reese's minutes get cut back, not out of punishment, but for the good of the team? Because the raw numbers don't lie. The Sky are better when Angel Reese does less. And that fact alone completely shatters the media narrative built around her.